Alright, so I'm just here with my coyote hat, just hanging out in the garage, and I thought I'd rip off a quick video regarding some questions I've been having and how I turn my hat from hide side out to fur side out. Okay, and what I do is I have a seam here. And I always leave this seam open. Alright, reason why I leave this seam open, and it's not a huge deal, alright, because you take your hat, you shake it, and there's no way anybody's going to notice this seam. It just naturally hangs there. Okay? Reason why I leave it unsewn is because when this hat gets wet, if you're in a snowstorm or it gets wet in any way, you want to be able to dry it out properly. And if you just have a little bit of snow on it, you just shake it out and let it just dry. Okay? So make sure that your humidity in your house isn't like 80% all the time. You should be good, right? But if this was getting soaking wet by a ton of snow, say if you're out for a number of hours and it was just wet, okay? So now I would like the option of turning it hide side out, okay? To be able to dry it. Or you know what? Even stick something in there that blows it in there. You don't want to dry it out too much doing that, but you want to be able to turn this out if you want, okay? Because the fur's no problem. The fur's going nowhere, right? Even if it gets wet and you dry it out and whatever the case may be. But you don't want this hide to get sopping wet, okay, and not dry properly in a timely fashion, right? Because this is like any organic material, it could possibly have a mold issue, all right? So if you're worried about that, you can just easily just turn this whole thing hide side out, fur side in, and dry the hide side, right? Because it'd be easy to tell now if you had this little seam here, oh wow, this fur is totally dry, but man, this hide, it's kind of damp, eh? Okay, well then you can actually take corrective measures doing that. So you can stuff something in there, or just even prop it up like this, so you can get some air movement in there. Okay, so right now it's open and there's no way that this hat's going to get mold in it. Okay, so push it all down afterwards, give it a shake, all right, and it's good to go. That's why I leave that seam, because look at this. So you give it a shake and you're out and about. And even if you sold this hat to somebody, the person that you sell this hat to is probably never going to actually realize there's a seam there to begin with. Why would you ever need to sew this thing totally up? Mind you, if you sold this, I'd probably tell the person that, you know what, there is going to be a seam there. Or at least partially sew it so they can actually unsew it to do this. You know, but still. There you go. That's why I do it. Hope that answers some questions. Take care, guys.